Dunya Allah, coming back again with another lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash, double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful life brothers and sisters that believe in this word, and that fear in the Heavenly Father and the Son. And this is going to be an in-transit video. I was watching a video entitled basically how the Western man views the transformer agenda, right? And brothers know what I mean by transformers, Decepticons, whatever you want to call them. As the scriptures call it, changing of kind. And basically this Jake was expressing that so-called wokeism has reached its peak. Not its peak in ridiculousness, but its peak in how much people can tolerate it. Because you have a lot of people who here in America that are so-called religious, of a faith that is, they're hardcore and they're opposed to that agenda, so to speak. Or let's say they were able to tolerate it until that was being forced upon their children, right? So this whole agenda is being forced upon the children of the society, right? About performing for these children and making them think it's okay. Salakia. To want to be, I choose my words wisely. Well, to be something else or identify as something else, I choose my words wisely, right? So, basically, you have a certain population or a group of people that can't tolerate it anymore, and you see it, with these different, incidents. A boy comes home dressed in a dress, and his parent or his grandparent is outraged. Everything was cool until they tried to push it on their children. Right? Now, why do these now that's let's say that's a righteous thing to be outraged about it being pushed on your children, right? But if you're one of those people who basically say that it's okay as long as they keep that over there, or as long as that's not done in my house, you still saying it's okay is not righteous. Really, you should be of the mindset that it is absolutely not okay, right? And that goes with what? Understanding that the influence of that lifestyle or behavior can cause other people to be like that, and it can grow and grow until your nation is chaotic and ultimately destroyed. Disease running rapid and causing people to die, right? Because that lifestyle, that alphabet lifestyle, alternative lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, and these are code names, all right, is a way of death. It brings forth death. Let me grab this. Put away evil. I'm gonna be reading off my tablet too. Okay, it won't let me grab it. Right, but the scriptures talk about when there is a sodomite, that you are supposed to put him, delete him, destroy him, execute him, right? That you may put away evil in Israel. Why? Because that influence will cause other men, women, and children to be that same way, and also you'll cause the nation to descend into chaos and death, right? So, that's why it's completely not okay. You can see already that they're forcing it on the children. It's hard now to really keep that out of your household, let's say, especially with the media, the social media, the different technology they use, all right, to try and push those spirits out on the people, but there are people who are against it. First and foremost, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, that are speaking out against these different things, all right. But then there's people outside of that do not agree and are outraged, and for a period of time they tolerated it, but now it's right in their face, and people are trying to force those ideologies on their children, and they're not okay with it, right? So there's a uprising between the Transformers and the as we call them, heteros, Transformers, and let's say normal people. Transformers and normal people who accept who they are, who accepted who they are from birth, let's say it like that. You even got sodomites that are against Transformers, man, right? So this is a part of this right here, Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. It says, "Think not that I come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." So a sword does what? It divides, it cuts, it divides things into separate parts. When you have a knife, all right, or a kitchen knife, and you're chopping some onions, you're dividing everything into separate parts, right? It says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, against the daughter, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." It says, "And a man's foe shall be they of his own household." Right. So, hey, you're gonna have people who do not agree with that lifestyle, and they're gonna be hey, for a lot of us who before we left our parents' house, some of our parents are in that lifestyle, man. Some of our siblings are part of that lifestyle, and when we woke up to the truth, we weren't with that, man. I personally have family members that are with the alphabet lifestyle, all right, that I did not agree with, and my mother, so to speak, right? she's not completely opposed, let's say. She doesn't go that route, but she also you know, she's not completely against it, let's say. You know, let's say she tolerates it, let's say it like that. Right? So and even what's that select here? Even you know, and believing in this truth, whether they're of that that alternative lifestyle or not, they don't believe in this truth. They're at variance with you. Hey, if you don't believe in eating pork according to the scriptures and they believe in it, you're at variance. You don't believe in, you know, adultery, but your family members, they believe in that, you're at variance. Okay, anything they believe in that's contrary to the Most High, that you don't believe is righteous, you're at variance with the people of your household, man. Right? But the Lord is you know, he's pitting people against each other, right? And these alpha betos, right? They are against normal people who are not of that lifestyle, man. You know, and you know, people are starting to speak out about it, but let's, you know, the people that matter the most about that, right, is, you know, they're not only against that, but they're against everything that's abominable in this society, right, which are the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4, it says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon an M-A-R-K upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? This way. Probably should have continued straight, but that's cool. Right? All the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? So these men that are sighing and crying for all these different abominations, those are the ones that are going to receive that M-A-R-K, which is in the Hebrew is thawah, which is what? An exemption from judgment. So those are the men that are going to be exempt from the judgment, that don't agree with anything that is abominable here in America. Right? And they're speaking out, you know, against all the things that are abominable. Okay? Let me see here. Let's go to the next precept. You know, because now it's not like they're trying to seduce, which they have seduced our people, right, into believing that. But then after that, now they want to force. They're trying to force it. It's no longer a slight, you know, yeah. Each day that goes past, they become more and more in your face about it. More and more, what's the word I'm looking for? Direct. There's no longer a indirect, you know, well, even though they still have indirect subliminal things, but each passing day, they make it more and more clear on how they want your children, Salakia. more and more clear on how they want your children. So like it fell off the that flimsy ass card mount, right? They're making it more and more in your face, so to speak, right? They're becoming more and more forceful, let's say it like that. So here, while I'm at the stoplight, we could read this last precept. Right? Proverbs 12:26, it says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. So the righteous, which is the Israelites, the elect nation in the earth, right? We're more excellent than all these other nations, man. We excel at everything in life better than all these other nations. It says, but the way of the wicked have seduced them, right? So our people have been seduced by the ways of the wicked, all right? And this Alpha Beta agenda is one of the things that has seduced our people, right? There used to be a point when this stuff was, on the down low, so to speak. People would be what you call in the closet. But now, Jake is they're out of the closet, man, right? In the closet, you think about it, you're in the closet. Why? Because you're ashamed. You have shame for those different wickedness and sins, right? And you know it's not right. But now it's out in the open now. People are no longer in the closet. They're no longer ashamed. They're doing this abomination and they're taking pride and pleasure in doing it, right? And the Lord's going to bring destruction unto them, right? So, hey, there's controversy between the regular heterosexual American and these transformers out here. So just wanted to do a quick video. Lord will, you are edified, and I'm gonna say shalom.